Often golf swing faults can come in pairs. So if you've got an across the line position, that would be the club pointing too far this way at the top of the swing. So the laid off is the opposite version, laid off being too far to this side. So as a right-handed golfer, a club being laid off points too far left at the top. Now we've got to establish laid off to what? It's laid off in relation to target. So let's imagine there's a ball to target line and there's a body to target line. So something that I'm standing on, like a pair of train tracks, one for the ball, one for my feet. That line goes right the way to that 200-yard marker, which is my intended target. If the club is laid off, it means at the top of the backswing, the club does not point at the intended target. So on line would be good, laid off this side, across the line this side. The problem with the laid off position at the top is for a lot of golfers, they actually get quite stuck on the way down. Sometimes the club comes too much back to the inside on the way down, as in this position, it gets quite short and flat here, gets too much stuck from the inside here, approaches the ball too many degrees from the inside and can often cause push shots or block shots down that right hand side. And if you don't want to hit that shot, you'll end up flipping your hands at it trying to recover it and can have some dirty little snap hooks in the bag as well. So we've got to be careful with this laid off position. For a lot of golfers, it actually happens because they get it into the wrong position going back. So in a good address position, if you pick the club up outside the line too much here and then hinge your wrist, that could actually get into a very laid off position. It's not always the case. Some golfers actually take the club too much forearm rotation in the takeaway, get it inside the line, and then just stop. And they stop really short. They don't actually lift their arms and complete their backswing structure. They take it inside, they get stopped short, and that's across the line as well. So a couple of really key important checkpoints for you would be from a good address position here. We want to see this club move straight back in line with the camera. And if we can do that predominantly with a shoulder rotation, so the left shoulder is going to lead and push that club back on line with the hands and arms to point at the camera, that's going to be a better takeaway than getting too wristy or getting too forearm rotation there, too much forearm rotation. Lead with the lead shoulder, push the club back, hinge the club into a good position. Now just keep the rear arm, the rear elbow low. That will get the club into a nice position. If the rear elbow leads too high, we get across the line. But if it doesn't separate from the body at all, we can get it too laid off. So we want to really put that rear elbow into a nice 90 degree, the classic waiter carrying the tray position. As old as golf swings have been taught, we've been talking about the waiter carrying the tray. And that should help get that club nicely pointing down the intended target line, dropped into a good position, not getting too stuck. And then you can turn through from that position and hit much nicer, straighter shots. So remember, where that club points at the top is important. Across the line can be a problem, laid off can be a problem, you can get too stuck, you can get too flippy. So improve that top of the backswing to improve your drives.